Here's my offer. If you lose, I'll take you to the Celestial Court. They will stay and level your mountain. But if I lose, I shall certainly take revenge, and they will level your mountain nonetheless.
Hello everyone, my name is Redlight, hero to the femcells, the incels, and the 5G cell towers. And welcome to my playthrough of Black Myth Wukong, a record-breaking game on Steam that has the most beautiful visuals and the most action-packed battles of this year. So, without further ado, let's get straight into it. Looks like we're starting off by beating some throwaway fox, wolf mobs? What are you? We then meet this old man that's definitely not Wukong. I'm playing and recording this game chapter by chapter, so I don't actually know if this old man really is Wukong. My bet is that he is. If you're still playing or haven't played Black Myth Wukong, comment below on if you think the old man is really Wukong or not. Oh my god, old man. Your head strikes fear into the hearts of millions. Okay, so after beating about a dozen or so of the mutant fox-wolf love children, we get to this guy, who is the first, difficult mini-boss of the game. Right, so this old man just happens to have Wukong's powers? Okay. Why don't you conjure up some Rogaine, old man? Why is your head so unsettling? We get a pretty sweet ability, and the boss goes down pretty easily. A few mutant forest critters later, we get to the first real boss of the game. It's a flaming spear
Another monkey, I see.
staff doggo.
Why don't you lay down your weapon and join me in Buddha's mercy?
What? Buddha's mercy? When I think of Buddha's mercy, I think of wise words of Buddha, or gently flowing streams, or even peaceful snowy mountaintops. Not a homicidal doggo with a fiery spear. I said homicidal. That's better. Oh god. The doggo means business. He took about 4 tries to defeat, but drops the best reward of any chapter 1 boss. Work it. Yes. Yes. We're gonna clutch. Oh my god, it's so close. It is so close. Let's get it, Wolfie. Oh my god. Damn it. As I was saying, he drops one of the best rewards of chapter 1, the Red Tide spell, which lets you transform into the flaming spear staff doggo. We then ring one of 3 bells guarded by bosses that opens the temple door leading to the not so secret boss. Now for the skill check optional boss. Wait, is that Green Bruce Willis?
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker!
Well, if you beat this one early on, it really refines your dodging abilities, cause my boy Bruce slaps. After Green Bruce Willis dies hard, we have to make our way to the mandatory boss. Wait, Crow Mauler, is that you? Dang, Mauler, Looks like you're doing pretty well for yourself after Fear and Hunger. The next big baddie is an adorable puppy. Old Yeller is surprisingly easy to take down. To celebrate, I dance on top of the table a little and pop some cereals. After popping those questionable pills, I stumbled onto an old Chinese dude in my delirium who made me feel pretty insecure about the size of my gourd.
Adrift on your path. Their wheels float aloft, never to fade. Shame, your gourd serves little purpose.
Listen, Shifu, it's not the size of the gourd that matters, it's the motion in the monkey ocean. At least, I read that in a fortune cookie somewhere.
Mend their paths and set them free.
Old boy then proceeded to tickle my gourds with his brush, which somehow gave me the power to transform into Green Bruce Willis and headbutt people? Immediately after acquiring the power to hard kill people, I encounter a wild arbok near the tall grass and engage in some DIY pest control. However, none of this could have prepared me for my duel with Kermit, the cheesy frog, who rendered my ultimate battle strategy of rolling behind the enemy and whacking them pretty much useless. I had to resort to my ace in the hole, doggy style fleeing spear jutsu, and soften Kermit up a bit so I could bonk him to death. The next boss fight was pretty much a cakewalk. I straight up savagely brutalized Jake the Snake Nutsack Head and rushed over to his brother. The first two-phase boss fight of the game with the greatest boss transformation ever. Time for some trivia, guys. Does he A. transform into a sick Hydra, B. transform into a badass Basilisk, or C. transform into a Leviathan of the Sea? Well, if you guessed any of these answers, you'd be wrong.
Now you shall face what I truly am.
Why would you trade your normal legs for snake legs? Seems like a step backwards if you ask me. Now we ring the third and final bell, which pisses the enemy off so much they decide to unlock their door to give us some of old Buddha's mercy. To be fair, I would also be pretty pissed if a crazy monkey was constantly ringing bells outside my house. When is that damn monkey going to stop with that racket? Ignore it, honey. That's it. I can't take it anymore. No, honey. Don't go out there. No. I'm going to teach that stupid monkey a lesson. Gold Bruce Willis walks on into the temple, tired of my bell-ringing shenanigans, and decides to lay down the law. Now, Golden Brucey is chonky, and I'm not just talking about his head. He has the biggest health bar of any of the Chapter 1 bosses. Plus he heals by absorbing his followers. However, we also heal by killing his followers. The fight is a bit of a slog, but eventually we whittle down the old gold chrome dome and he dies hard too. His body faded to gold glitter and sparkles, and rides the four winds back to heaven. Gold Bruce Willis, you were too beautiful for this world, and though your body may be gone, your spirit lives on in our hearts and inventory as Green Bruce Willis, as you headbutt to death our enemies on the journey through this land. Rest in peace. After defeating him, we are rewarded with this legendary drip, the Fireproof Mantle, which significantly reduces burn damage, and which I will forget to use for 99% of this playthrough.
The fireproof mantle.
And here we are, the final boss of Chapter 1, the Black Wind King. The most buff old man since the Ticket Please guy in Rick and Morty Season 4. This guy is built like the fist of the North Star. Oh good lord, he's got the frame of an old grizzled Russian general. Love or hate this game, you have to give the devil his due. This boss battle demonstrates the game's fairness in telegraphed boss attacks. It has a pattern of fast moving low damage attacks with the Black Wind Rush. And slow moving high damage attacks with the Black Wind Dive. Still, by this point I had gotten a pretty good grasp of the combat in this game, so we finessed him quickly, at which point he broke out the coveted secret technique of the Joestars and unleashed While his retreat was successful, it was short-lived. I just had to mow through a gauntlet of his archers and higher difficulty mobs, and I was at his front door, ready for a showdown with the Black Wind King in his true form. A mighty Russian black bear. Well, this is set in China, so maybe this is more accurate? Anyway, this fight is reminiscent of the fight with Old Yeller from earlier, but with burn damage because of his flaming pows. And I mean, if you remember to use the fireproof mantle you got from earlier, it can be useful here, not for protection from his attacks igniting you, just because the activation time for it is a bit long while in combat. No, it's useful when the battlefield becomes a raging inferno. Really though, the hardest parts of the fight are the Black Wind Rush and the Big Bear Backslam. A couple of well-placed bonks later and he's kaput. And with that, we've beaten Chapter 1. Sadly, he decides to be a poor sport by taking his Black Wind form, grabbing the sacred treasure, and trying another JoJo run. Luckily, he is stopped by what I assume is Wukong's power from the sacred treasure, and is forced to the floor to face monkey justice. For our trouble, we are rewarded with a burb. That's a little creepy, to be honest. We take the crit damage buff, cause more damage sounds like more fun. Alright, that's it for Black Myth Wukong Chapter 1. If you watched all the way to the end, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed it. This is my first YouTube video. I'm still pretty new to this, so if you found it was entertaining, a like and subscribe on the video would mean so much to me. Thanks again for watching, and see you later. Redlight1 out. Wait a minute. You thought we were finished, thought we were done? No. As a special thanks for watching all the way to the end, here is the real secret boss of Chapter 1. Technically, you can only get to him after unlocking Chapter 2, but he's still located in the Chapter 1 area. Now the real secret boss fight is Red Long. Our scaly friend here is the first flying boss fight of the game. Honestly, he looks pretty cool, but it's a pushover. Once he's pushing up daisies, he drops the first of 3 items needed to craft a secret staff in the game. Thanks again for watching. Until next time, bye.